Hello everyone. So today I thought that I would make a video about what I packed for my au pair year. Since I've done it twice, you would think that I would be good at packing by now. I'm not really, but I thought I'd show you what I packed and what I tried to bring, what I found important, and what bags I used. I want to do a disclaimer. I'm very bad at packing and I always pack way too much stuff or unnecessary things or just more than what I need. So just keep that in mind. If you see me looking down, it's because I have notes and stuff written down in this book so that I don't forget anything. So if you see me looking down because I'm bad at editing. First one I thought I would show you is this bag. So when I fly, when I flew to Germany, I used a different bag because I didn't have this bag. One of my best friends got me this bag from a shop called Typo. I'm not sure if they have that everywhere in the world. They have it in New Zealand and Australia. I'm not sure they have it anywhere else. I'm not sure about that. This is from Typo. It's a really nice bag. When I flew, I was only allowed to have one carry-on bag and one personal item like a laptop bag or a handbag. So I took this one because the straps can come off and I can strap it so that it can be carried like a handbag, not a backpack. So I used this as my handbag when I went on the plane, and I had a normal suitcase like a normal carry-on suitcase as well. So in this suitcase, I made sure to put all of my important documents like my passport and my travel documents, like my visa stuff and my travel insurance and all that in this bag. I made sure to put my toiletries that I would need while I was on the plane and my bag of liquids in this bag. I have this little toiletry bag that another one of my friends got me for my birthday a couple of years ago. I have this toiletry bag that I use for on the plane, and I just put all of my liquids and things that I need like deodorant or lip balm or stuff often in the plane. I've also put headphones and chargers in this bag that I would be using because I always listen to music on planes and I needed chargers on the plane. I also put things like books that I'd be using to entertain myself on the plane in this bag, and I just put it under the seat in front of me so that I could get it down, access it easily. Basically, I just put everything that I would need during the flight in this bag. Next, I have, can you guys see that? Next, I have this suitcase that I got. It's just the standard size. It comes up to about my knees. It's just a standard size carry-on suitcase. I got it from Primark last year in Germany when I realized I had too much stuff and I needed more space to take all my stuff back home from Germany. I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't too expensive. It might have been like 10 euros or something. So in this bag, I put all my electronics that I wouldn't be using, like my laptop. I got a laptop bag for my laptop. I brought this so that I could safely put my laptop in my suitcase without taking up too much room. I did have a weight limit for this suitcase, but they never checked it, so I did go over the weight limit. I've never had my carry-on luggage weighed, but if you don't want to risk it, don't risk it. But my laptop did make it very, very heavy. So I had this, and I also had my neck pillow. I didn't actually put this in my suitcase. I just sort of it has a little clip here. I just sort of clipped that onto the handle of the suitcase and had it hanging off the suitcase. I brought this. It's like memory foam. It's very nice. It helped me sleep on the plane because that's very important. I also had this, which had other important documents on it. I even labeled it to take on plane so that I wouldn't forget. I also packed in here any fragile stuff. I didn't do this on the way to the UK, but on the way back I put the Christmas decorations I brought my family in my carry-on suitcase. I also put my wallet in here and stuff like that. And I put a spare change of clothes in here to change into before I hopped off the plane so it didn't smell. Yeah, I just put any extra stuff that didn't fit in my suitcase in this bag. So this is where the disclaimer comes in with my big suitcase. I will show you guys I'm so bad at packing. I always pack way too much stuff and then have no room. Last year, my host family from in Germany was so nice, and they sent me a box of my stuff that I left at their house to my new house in England, which was really nice of them because it was quite expensive. I will show you the box. It was a really big box of stuff. So this is the size box that my host family from last year sent me. It is massive, so that's how much stuff I couldn't. So that is how much stuff I couldn't fit in my suitcase last year that was packed to the brim of stuff. So take my advice with a grain of salt. This is the suitcase it's a really big suitcase. This is the suitcase that I used for all of my stuff. You can see it's really big. I don't know where that suitcase was brought. It's my grand's suitcase. She used it when she was in Scotland. I've just kind of stolen it as my own. It's really big. I think it's one of the biggest sizes you can get. So that's the suitcase that I use. Obviously, I just packed everything else that I needed into that suitcase. What I put in my big suitcase was shoes. This year, I wore my sneakers onto the plane, and I packed a pair of Jandals and a pair of Doc Martens and a pair of slippers in my suitcase. I made sure to pack my winter coat because in the UK it's very cold. I packed 2 pairs of jeans. I think it was I wore 1 pair of sweatpants on the plane. I packed 3 pairs of leggings and about 10 t-shirts. I have a bit more now because, like I said, my host family from last year sent me some clothes I left at their house. I also packed 2 pairs of shorts. I packed a couple of nice t-shirts and about 3 jumpers or hoodies. And yeah, that's what I packed. I tried to keep it minimal. I also packed some presents for my host family. I brought them New Zealand themed Monopoly because I thought that would be a fun thing to play with everyone. I also packed things like scarves and beanies and gloves. And I packed all the rest of my toiletries that I wouldn't need on the plane or that were over 100 milliliters. I have this big toiletry bag that, again, I don't know where this is from. My auntie got it for me a couple of years ago before I went for my first overseas trip for, I think it was like 2 weeks. But yeah, this is the toiletry bag that she got me, and I just use it to put all my stuff in it. At the moment, it has all my makeup stuff in it. But I just use that for the rest of my toiletries. I also pack photos to put up in my room and a candle and extra stuff like that. There's also a few things that you obviously need to pack that you can't forget. One of them is adapter plugs. You please remember to bring adapter plugs for the country that you are going to. I had to buy an adapter plug at the airport because I forgot to buy one before and it was really expensive, so maybe go to a local shop and buy one beforehand. Don't forget those. That would be really bad if you did. Also make sure you pack weather appropriate. I also tried packing a couple of nice t-shirts just so I could wear if I go out with friends or with my host family for dinner or lunch somewhere, or if for Christmas time, if we have Christmas all together as a family, just to wear something a little bit nice. Another tip that I have is, this has saved my life, is using these. These are vacuum seal bags. They are so handy. So basically what you do is you fill them up with your clothes, you seal it shut using this, and then you unscrew this and you put your vacuum cleaner nozzle onto it and turn the vacuum cleaner on, and it sucks all the air out of your clothes and it makes it fit so much better. It's so helpful. Another thing that helps is rolling your clothes. That can help you have more space. These are really helpful. I use these dividers to put socks and underwear in, but you can also use it in your suitcase to divide. You can get bigger ones than this. I've found that they are really helpful for dividing off sections into your suitcase so it's more organized. My last tip is try and leave space for coming home. It's really hard. You will end up buying things while you're overseas. You'll end up buying lots of things. So try and keep that in mind when you're packing, to try and leave space when you're for coming home. I tried doing that this year. I packed quite a few things I knew I wouldn't bring home with me, like the big Monopoly board game. I had a little parcel in there for one of my friends that was in the UK when I arrived. I brought a parcel of stuff from all our friends back home to her, which took up a bit of space. I brought a candle with me, which I know I won't take back, and just stuff like that. I just tried to make sure I had space. Even after trying to make sure I have space, my bag still got labeled with a lift with care heavy 29 kilo tag. So like I said, I'm not that great at packing, but yeah, try not to follow in my footsteps of having a 29 kilo suitcase on the way to the airport. Okay, so I'm sorry if I moved slightly. My phone just slid off the pile of books that it sat on. That's about all that I have for this video. I hope it doesn't end up being too short. I think I was talking really fast. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did forget something, or you have any other tips for packing, put them in the comments below. Maybe one day I can make a more in-depth video and actually show all the items that I packed. If that's something that would be wanted, you can leave a comment in the comment section. I hope it was somehow helpful to you watching this video. Make sure you subscribe for more vlogs and more videos about au pairing. I post every Monday and sometimes on Wednesdays. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.